Alrighty then.
Picture this if you will. Dead at midnight, stop to the left, right. You look to your left and look to your right. You're 12 o'clock, you're 3 o'clock, you're 6 o'clock, you're 9 o'clock, rock around the clock tonight. You see the coast is clear as day, so you gun it, go. After all, at this point, you're well outside the arbitrary scope of Judeo-Christian, basic commonplace morality that holds the fibers of this set of stockings we call society together. So at this point, what's 76 and a 45 with a few glowing red lights with a couple of stray, inappropriate texts with your neighbor's daughter? You got a half-filled water bottle of vermouth in your cup holder. You got a half a strip of 2,5-I NPOME in your breast pocket. You got the stems and seeds, the last of the weed in the skinny jeans pocket. And you got a very attractive transvestite named Billy in your backseat fishing through a stolen purse so she can find a pack of Marlboro Gold so she can stick a little bit of China White in the filter tin and gun it, go herself. Yourself naked and making your way through those constricting blood vessels of the heart of the city that you find yourself in that night, you suddenly look into your periphery and see those fascist red, white, and blue lights coming in your rearview mirror. Warning, objects in mirror may be closer than they appear. We will, what do you gotta fucking do? You consider the possibilities. You say, fuck it, I'll talk to him, stick a penny under my tongue, chew a stick of gum, and I'll talk my way out of it. I'm sure I'll be fine. And another part of you, a little bit deeper down, a little bit further out, says, fuck it, no I won't, so you gotta go. Put your pedal to the metal and test your metal with a best in show metal wrapped around your throat. While Bailey vomits into that Dolce & Gabbana. So what are you gonna do? You're gonna slip into the new grooves. You just got the blues, you're gonna swing from the news. No news is good news, I suppose, and so it goes. It's all about the horseshoe that the left hand throws. And you're gonna have to find something to hold you down before it's too late, and that something is gone. 6 up, a 5-0, a cop-out, pro con. You like jazz? I hope you fuckers like jazz. 6 up, 5-0, picks come like I'm going. Around the show, they got me on the rocks, stacking out the ghost. Screwing up, finding green as creepy as me. They should have probably given me PTSD. Fucking up, dropping on the road, then I'm dropping on the cocking up, then I get up the quarters off the shocking. I'll drop it, stopping, I'm not wiring. Let me get away from the jailbreak ride in the cell, snapping all the bricks in the basement. Trying to escape this probation generation through me. Crazy fuckers gotta do the time. Committed to the natural, committing all the crimes. I'm a kick, it's spin and spray. Make repeat the same, guilty bottom, not the blame. I'm a slave to the mainframe, spraying on the mainframe. Something through the infrastructure, hoping I can maintain. Know how I know. A sweet person on the answer I know. Yes or no, I'm the way out and so I don't ever see the cons and the pros. You better strike in sadness. It's gonna turn us all been I've been remembering. You appear familiar, dear.
Just like my bathroom mirror.
Please, policeman, I'm not in town. Well, please let me go. Please, policeman, this is a test. I won't know till I'm under arrest. Drunk takes blood, that drunk is gonna relapse. Some big punks that me, I don't believe that. Rock and roll gathering in Boston till I be that. Like a quarter border, make it slap. Rope it on the Amazon, how to jump from cancer. I'm Lance Armstrong, you're gonna go answer. Slashing the classes in the hood, second answer. All the fellow skeletons adore the army ants. Here flies on my eyeballs, scales on my airballs. Heaven knows God's skin out there like hell. No, we won't think of through those away. It's never too late to embrace your fate. Make that come swiftly and gently to you. May I come in heaven, I'll come to do. Save your convictions, they never will do. What you say's at least 1/6 million true. You better strike in sadness. You appear familiar, dear.
You look just like my bathroom mirror.
Please, policeman, I'm not in the town. Please let me go. Please, policeman, this is the test. I won't know till I'm under arrest. Skid up, tweet up, and tweet up, and mommy, 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 read me my rights, please. I want. I believe I'm entitled to. I just want the one thing. I just figured that I could have the one thing that they said I could have it. They told me I could have it. Please, just give it to me. I want my Oh, dude, there was no rhythm to that. Oh, how am I supposed to get into the song again? Come on. I have to count myself in. A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3. Ow, please, policeman, I'm not in town. Well, please let me go. Please, policeman, this is the dance. I won't know till I'm done. Please, policeman, I'm going to town. Well, please let me go. Please, policeman, I'm going to dance. I won't know till I'm under arrest. Ladies and gentlemen, boys, girls, and others, both and in-betweens. How the fuck are ya?
What's going on?
You're gonna find yourself in a nasty little place. Walk into the front door, hit with a gust of must, the sails. What I really gotta tell you right now is you're much too far. Come closer. No, I mean it. That's not a figure of speech. It's not a metaphor. Closer.
Closer, no.
I said, fuck that microphone. Put it aside. Let's get closer. Cause those between night. Come on. Let's get things nice and tight. Nice, good to see you guys. I need a meat pack went by the other side. A slaughterhouse apartment where it's nice all night. I'm cruising with the booze is bruising. I'll be soon and losing my mind. Because there's nothing to find. The bed is street. Alright, I love it, man. Lose the name 6 years, but Captain, will you go down? I said I'm floating your body to love the Lord, then hop into town. Tell me what prevents you from coming down, and then I'll well, I might find myself, but be chasing myself. I don't remember what I got myself. I don't remember 2012. I don't remember what I got myself. I don't remember 2012. I don't remember 2012. I don't remember why the whole years ago. What you have to do is become somebody other than what you thought you were in order to become somebody that somebody else could want. This is my daughter, Millicent K. Wood. She is a few years old. And here she stands before you made of flesh, and bones and other gross, the things that inside the body. All right, that's enough. You can go. Only comes with this one medication, a rare allergic reaction called Stevens-Johnson syndrome, wherein your skin eats itself from the inside. Yes, John? Ladies and gentlemen, Jonathan Maisto. Big round of applause for this guy for putting up with my shit for so many years.
Nice shirt, John.
little bit better now, buddy? Well, he collapsed with Stevens-Johnson syndrome on the ER floor, anaphylaxis with a pack of bottle rockets. All the way he spun his butterfly wrist, all six phalanges with a bag of tangerines in his back pockets. Ran the mess with Jimmy cycled his vitamins, he started to leave scars on the corners of his eyes. And through the white-out revelation chain, he saw no stars, even underneath the white Ohio skies. Shoots himself a reason in a Teflon alabaster jacket, quilted from the finest fibers, flesh and fiberglass and flowers. Screams his thoughts to hear them, oh self-assured, sarcastic, racket, rabble, rousing, babble, round the table, people to the power. For what? For what? For what it's worth? If it was gonna kill you, boy, it would have by now. For what? For what? For what it's worth? There's no one looking back, it's looking up or looking down. He was carrying this briefcase filled with teeth that he had ordered online from China. And he had slung over his shoulder the skin of a cat that he grew up with, and then had stuffed to preserve its memory in physical form, but decided that with the skeleton inside the cat and all the stuffing it, it was too heavy, so he removed the skin from the wire frame of the taxidermy thing, and he slung it around his neck like a scarf. And he was wearing stolen rubber shoes and wrapped a poison ivy noose around his lotus jugular when they came. Well, they found him with a map to every victim of his love and a tattoo of a blue jay on his face. When they waited for his vital signs to lie in his flat like cry, a hymn out in Hungarian harmonic. But he cocked his noggin through his stoma, sank for old Lang Syne. Happy birthday to the succulents on dire hydroponics. Suitcase was a hornet's nest and palpitation set the beat. His vagus nerve a Turk's had not an axle hitch, a carrick bend. He wondered if the good Lord Jesus charged a cancellation fee. Halfway to saying au revoir, he gripped his wits right by the rents. For what? For what? For what it's worth? If it was gonna kill you, boy, you would have by now. For what? For what? For what it's worth? There's no more looking back, it's looking up or looking down. Settled into a new mind. In a flea-bitten tub, bring paradise of a queen-size suite of a Wyndham Micro Telecano Lodge, Red Roof Inn, Nights Inn, Super 8, whatever, outside Richmond, Virginia. I curled up in an old Showtime softcore porno and flipped to my phone for a few hours. Picked up a bag of Swedish fish and a fistful of chocolate-covered cherries and a pack of Marlboro Next for $3.90 at the bodega by the Waffle House. I spun my eyes over the beautiful floral arrangements blooming and tessellating in the stucco on the walls. Anything I figured to keep my mind off of those goosebumps that were rising and squeaking and cracking and quacking and threatening anaphylaxis and asphyxiation with every sharp inhale that I took, with the threat of Stevens-Johnson syndrome behind my flesh. And I watched as my skin crawled upwards to form a flesh noose to hang me from the rafters of that place I had found myself in. And I watched as my epidermis took on the shape whatever I feared the most in that moment. And I sat there down in that flytrap ashtray, contemplating my next move and weighing out the pros and cons of every last rotten pulse. It was either Wilmington, North Carolina, or the nearest hospital. For what? For what? For what it's worth? If it was gonna kill you, boy, it would have by now. For what? For what? For what it's worth? There's no more looking back, no, no, there's no more looking back, no, 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 no.
If it was gonna kill you, boy, it would have by now. For what? For what? For what? It's what? There's no more looking back. There's no more looking back. No. It's looking up or looking down.
I'm not like fucking weird on purpose. I don't do strange things on stage because like I'm trying to make a point or I'm trying to be whatever. Before I fucking entered this world, would I have signed up for it? I don't know, you know? Look at the fucking booklet, you know, heartbreak, loneliness, mental illness. Fucking great.
Pink lemonade on autumn bomber coats, Peter Pan collars, but my daughter's growing up. She's gonna be a lot like me, but I don't wanna be at all like me. Yellow buzz cuts, pulling out stingers. You telling me I'm holding up 11 fingers. And stranger things than death can happen to lab rat and girls and pretty white rabbits. But everybody knows that, nobody knows that. Everybody's in on everybody's business. This isn't my first Christmas, I know mistletoe when I see it. Baby, could you play along with me? Baby, would that be alright with you? And when we find out what's wrong with me, could you tell me how I'm right for you? Baby, could you play along with me? Baby, would that be alright with you? And when we find out what's wrong with me, could you tell me how? Could you tell me how? And if I'm still pretty? Cigarette burns, laugh lines, wide dimples. If they could see the future back when times were simple, would they kiss your cheek or yank the bandage off, let you speak, or take advantage of how if everyone's sick, well then nobody can catch it, and if everybody's different then nobody can match. I'm looking through the pockets of the hand-me-downs I laid out, wondering if I'll fit into the yesterdays I've laid out. Everybody knows that, nobody knows that. Everybody's all up in my goddamn business. This isn't my first kiss. It's better to be lost than loved now, isn't it? And baby, could you play along with me? Baby, would that be alright with you? And when we find out what's wrong with me, could you tell me how I'm right for you? Oh, baby, could you play along with me? Baby, would that be alright with you? And when we find out what's wrong with me, could you tell me how? Could you tell me how? And if I'm still pretty? Walking bikes home with a scraped knee, sunset smudged across your brow. Warmer tears than you've grown used to since then. A toast to the nosebleed seats in the big dream sequence where you're found. Guilty of your innocence and get gently sent right back to bed. Everybody knows that, nobody knows that. Everybody's all up in my motherfucking business. This isn't my first anything. This isn't my first anything. Everybody knows that, nobody knows that. Everybody's in on everybody's business. This isn't my first lyric. I know exactly how I should finish it. And baby, could you play along with me? Baby, would that be alright with you? And when we find out what's wrong with me, could you tell me how I'm right for you? Oh, baby, could you play along with me? Baby, would that be alright with you? And when we find out what's wrong with me, could you tell me how? Could you tell me how? Could you tell me, baby, could you play along with me? Baby, would that be alright with you? And when we find out what's wrong with me, oh, could you tell me how I'm right for you? Baby, could you play along with me? Baby, would that be alright with you? And when we find out what's wrong with me, could you tell me how? Could you tell me how? Could you tell me how? my obituary, an iambic pentameter, final parameter, crossing my I's, dot my T's. I was delivered, holding scissors, I live deliberately. I'm a quitter and a winner anyway, 'cause I never agreed to participate in this game. Won't follow my dreams, 'cause they've all got me waking up screaming. I can let them go for me. After all, there's no I in team, and I'd rather be normal. Yes, so normal. I suggest that we keep this informal, 'cause a normal human being wouldn't need to pretend to be normal, to be normal. Well, I bet that's the least that I want ya, to be normal in a way I couldn't be. Yeah, come on and love me normally. If I could live in third person, well, I don't think life would be much worse than it is in the current tense presently. This sentence ending with question marks or dot, dot, dot. Is it courageous or escapist to leave the quarantine when you're contagious? It may just be a cold, and besides I don't wanna get old, yeah. I drank myself to death to be the afterlife of the party. When the after party came, I was rolling in my grave, and I'd rather be normal. Yes, so normal. I suggest that we keep this informal, 'cause a normal human being wouldn't need to pretend to be normal, to be normal. Well, I bet that's the least that I owe you, to be normal the whole way I couldn't be. Yeah, come on and love me normally. This is the part of the song I like to talk to my audience. I can tell them there's something I want for you guys tonight. I want you to look to your left and look to your right. 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, rock around the clock fucking tonight. I want you to find in that dark space, or that green space, or that purple space, what the fuck Jimmy's doing right now. Oh, orange, okay. I want you to find those event horizons, those black holes, those points of no return, those deep, deep wells of inky blackness, the beautiful pupils, the beautiful irises, the beautiful boy or girl, or neither, or in between, that you brought with you tonight. I want you to tell them how you really feel. I want you to tell them that you love the way, that you just love the way that they so seamlessly, like a dreamfully, blend into their goddamn surroundings in some kind of groovy-ass chameleon. You know what the fuck I'm talking about. I want you to tell them that you love the way that they don't stick out like the sore goddamn thumb, that you know that they would if they didn't adhere to the rules and regulations of the society that raised them, bred them to follow. I want you to tell them that you love the way that they're not maladaptive, not malcontent, not manic-net or mad-adverse, but rather that you love them, that you really love them exactly the way everybody else is. I was nothing before, so I couldn't have asked to be born. I'll be nothing again, so what am I between now and then? Is there nothing to fear? 'Cause it's getting weird. So to God who made this man, you better have one hell of a plan. I'd rather be normal, yes, so normal. I suggest that we keep this informal, 'cause a normal human being would I need now to pretend to be normal, to be normal. Well, I bet that's the least that I owe you, to be normal in a way I couldn't be. Yeah. So come on, yeah. I said come on, yeah. Come on, yeah. I said come on, yeah. Come on and love me normally. Whoa, yeah. Whoa, yeah. Whoa. Come on and love me normally. To cut down on my silhouette, my favorite foods are smoke and hearts. My leftovers fret forgets the little self, and then is while my cracking backbone lacks the backs of my false starts. All nightmares start as dreams, and I hear my subconscious screaming. They say the beauty's just skin deep, So naturally, please show me your bones, bones, bones. Let me see your bones. Well, I don't wanna know if the feeling follows on. Bones, bones, bones. Hell, we're all alone. If I come home, baby, will you show me your bones? Lumps in throats and petticoats. Your baby teeth would pray for you. A selfish book is always open, and some of the best liars only want the truth. All love starts as a scheme, so wake me up. I'm tired of sleeping. They say the beauty's just skin deep. So obviously, please show me your bones, bones, bones. Let me see your bones. Well, I don't wanna know if the feeling follows on. Bones, bones, bones. Hell, we're all alone. If I come home, baby, will you show me your bones? Nightmares start as dreams. All love starts as a scheme.
And I guess I kind of really sucked that into myself. I mean, like, we're all gonna die. All of us.
I don't have an identity. I have an aesthetic. Fuck you! That fucking sucked, dude. That was all bad notes. No talent, no talent, no talent. I would rather be drawn and quartered by neo-Nazis riding the backs of wildebeests than listen to another unholy marriage of consonant and vowel coming out of that foul hole you call a mouth. That's the fucking dumbest thing I ever heard. Whatever, I already have your money. You gotta shut the fuck up. Who the hell are you? Yeah! That is the best contribution I've heard all night. Thank you so much. You taught me something. Welcome to the show. How you been? What's your name? Here we go, crowd surfing. Let's open up this fucking pit.